You know something, guys? Sometimes I get so caught up in the moment that I have to remind myself why I'm doing all this in the first place. Right now, I think it's time for that reminder. Fuck you, McNamara. Fuck you very much. Yeah, alright, Rex, I'm coming. Keep your fur on. At this point, I'm almost hoping we don't find the component. I want to see the look on his stupid face. I said I'm coming, Rex. I heard you the first time. Setting off traps to get my attention is just childish. Okay, so judging by past experience, this is where I need to find the nearest flooded section. That's where the keycard will be, right? It's a good thing those cards are waterproof. Oh look, a dead rat. I'm so proud of you, Rex. Now, are you satisfied? Can we move on? Apparently not. You know what? You go ahead and kill rats to your heart's content. See if you can eradicate the entire rat population. It's like an addict overdosing on chems. I want to see if a cyberdog can overdose on dopamine. Eddie and I have work to do. I think it's time for a reactor check. Yep. Oh, hello there. Oh my god, that was close. You sneaky motherfucker, you almost got me. I guess the revolution really did kick off. Okay, careful. Whew. What the hell was this tripwire attached to? Holy shit, those are grenades. Are you out of your tiny fucking mind? That would have killed everyone in this room, including yourself. I really hope you spent all day setting this up only for someone to sneak in from a different door and shoot you in the back of the head. That would have been perfection. You should have taken a page from Catherine Stone's book. There are less destructive alternatives. Maybe a bear trap or something? Yeah, like that. It's a little over the top and would be ridiculous to set up, but I'll take that kind of trap any day over fucking explosives. Also, I want to point out that there are electrical generators here, so not only would those grenades kill everyone in the room, they would have also damaged these machines. And that would be the end of the vault unless you think you can live without electricity. I mean, you can absolutely do that if you were on the surface, but down here in this metal tomb? Ha! Good fucking luck. It didn't matter in the end, you're all dead. I guess the revolution didn't go your way, did it, Roy? Should have taken your fucking pill and swallowed it. And all this happened because you wanted to fuck another man's wife. Oh no. Of course this vault is also flooded. I can see that this is a standard feature now. Well, to hell with that. I'm not going swimming again unless I absolutely have to. I guess there must be pumps to keep the groundwater out in every vault, and when they start to fail, this is what happens. Well, I sure hope it doesn't get any worse. The moment the electrical generator room gets flooded, this whole place is going up in smoke. At the very least, it'll get plunged into darkness. I don't think that guy on the recording needs to worry about people discovering their dirty little secrets for much longer. Time will eventually erase everything anyone has ever done, and it's gonna happen quicker down here than elsewhere. Now I'm starting to worry about the nuclear reactor. Is that flooded too? That incident with Vault 34's reactor is gonna haunt me for the rest of my days. I know I shouldn't obsess over it, but I still can't get over how close that was. Eviction time. Oh, decided to join me again, huh? Well, don't run off again and I'll get you treats when we get back. Anyway, back to my existential crisis. What if I come across another major decision that looks innocuous on the surface but is wired to something far worse? There might not be a warning next time. For all I know, I've already done something like that and the consequences haven't revealed themselves yet, like a delayed fuse. And it doesn't have to be technological in nature. What if it turns out that one of the many people I've killed is the child of some powerful NCR senator or something? There could be a death squad on their way from California right now. I mean, I can handle them, but that would just invite more trouble. Okay, the moment of truth. Is this reactor on the verge of meltdown like the one in Vault 34? I'm not sure what I would be looking for, but if there are more tripwires, then that would be a hell of a red flag. Chances are this whole place is going to be underwater eventually anyway. We just went down a set of stairs to get here, so that means we're on the same level as the other flooded sections. Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. It's a shame, really. You could easily repurpose these old vaults to become living spaces for people now. That's kind of what it was supposed to be anyway. I mean, look at Vault 21. Perfectly good as a hotel. We could have used this vault to house the vagrants in... Oh, yep. It's already started. That's water and it's radioactive. So, yeah, scratch everything I just said about housing vagrants. This place is going to turn into a second Vault 34. Likely sooner than later. I mean, I guess in theory you could still rescue this place if you can fix the pumps, but that's gonna be expensive and not at all guaranteed to work. Now that I think about it, if the reactor in this vault melts down and goes through a thermal explosion, then it's gonna take out the 188 trading post. I'm gonna need to have a word with those traders about this. Actually, no, I need to... Yep, there's the water. No, the person I need to speak to is House. The Mojave is sitting on a bunch of nuclear bombs. He definitely has the resources and expertise to solve this problem. It's about time I leveraged that. Vault 34 is the big one. That thing could easily contaminate Lake Mead, and that's a source of clean water for the whole damn region, including the Strip. If I can't convince him to do something about that, then there is no hope for this future administration of his whatsoever. I shouldn't even have to convince him, honestly. All I should have to do is point out this problem and let him get on with it. Ideally, we need to repair the ones that are still salvageable and shut down the ones that are beyond saving. Hopefully, this vault is one that can be saved. Okay, good, it's not a dead end. If we can keep this vault operational, then that opens up a bunch of possibilities. It's, of course, more flooded sections. I'm really not in the mood for another swim. My armor gets waterlogged and it's just a bad day all round. It feels like I've pissed myself except all over. Let's try to keep going until there's nowhere left but down. By then, hopefully I would have gotten over it. Wow, that's a pretty depressing description of life in general now that I think about it. Where the hell did they go? Oh, that's right, it's a new section, which means there might still be things left alive in there. Go on then, kill them all. I can't stop you. But as I was saying, this vault is in a really good position. It's close enough to the 188 to act as accommodation for the traders, because let's be honest, they're kind of exposed over there. At the very least, they can use this place to securely stop... Well, go on then, you don't need my permission. Not that you will listen anyway. Just go and get it out of your system. Ooh, this one's wily. Not wily enough though. Holy shit, now this is what I call an atrium. Look at all these seating. Yeah, this will make a great little settlement. I mean, the NCR blew up Boulder City, right? Where did they resettle the inhabitants? This vault is right next door. Wow, looks like the revolution kicked off right after the election. Nobody bothered to take down the posters. I bet it all felt rather silly by the time things died down. What's this? Prepared speech of Gus Olson, Ombudsman, whatever the hell that means, for the annual Overseer election. Oh, that's a hell of a title, and it's not even a recording? Well, let's find the terminal. I don't want to read something this long on the tiny little Pip-Boy screen. Anyway, if we can get this vault to be usable again, then there's no reason why we can't do the same thing for Vault 3. That's a good place to send those vagrants in Freeside. That area was a no man's land thanks to the Fiends, but I think we've mostly sorted that out by now. Just give those vagrants some tools and supplies and tell them to get to it. Whatever happens next will be up to them. Unfortunately, the other vaults are definitely not suitable for habitation anymore. Aha, perfect. Yeah, best to extract whatever useful tech and data they have, decommission their reactors, and then seal them off. They would be death traps for anyone stupid enough to go inside, and even if they survive, there wouldn't be anything left for them to loot after we're done with them. Oh well, isn't that convenient? Let's see what Gus here has to say. Good afternoon. Each year, it is the appointed task of the Ombudsman to not only officiate the election, but to chronicle it in hopes that after the last Overseer has finished his term and walked to his death. Big surprise there, I kind of figured that one out by now. In the chamber beneath his office. Oh wow, another secret chamber? Somebody at Voltec really liked the idea of the Overseer pretending to be a supervillain, didn't they? And the best part about that is they generally were. And the vault has become still. That one day some excavator from humanity, or perhaps some yet unknown race of super beings, might find our records and incorporate them into historical canon. Well, hello to you too, Gus, I'm all ears. But lately, it's occurred to me that that's not really why. I think the real reason we do it is because we want to believe that somewhere in the archives there's an answer to all of this, or perhaps there will be one when the historical records are completed and the whole story is told. We want it to make sense, to understand why the Vault's mainframe will kill us if we do not offer one of our own as a yearly sacrifice. Ah, so that's why they don't have a choice in the matter. Still, some people would rather take everyone else with them, especially if they condemn them to death in the first place. I'm surprised none of the Overseers have done that, just lock themselves in a cabinet, although I guess they would just elect someone else. To fully comprehend why we continue to have these elections, despite the unfettered corruption that has plagued it for what must be decades by now. There was a simpler time when elections meant shaking hands and kissing babies. And corruption, of course. But now with the rise of the voting blocks and this infestation of of bribery, drug trafficking, smuggling, and God knows what else. Well, go ask Catherine Stone, she'll tell you exactly what else. We want to know why. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say Vault-Tec is the reason why. Well, I've been through the archives and I can tell you, you won't find the answers there. You'll find an account of the first Overseer, who entered the vault as the only citizen aware of the sacrifices that would have to take place. But he didn't have the answers either. If he did, surely he would have foreseen the citizens' anger when he broke the news. Surely he would have guessed that they would want to choose a sacrifice democratically, in the way that we citizens are accustomed to washing our hands of terrible deeds. And that his name would be at the top of the polls, and that the simultaneous vacancy of Overseer and Martyr would forever fuse the two positions here in Vault 11. Wait, seriously? That's why they gave the sacrificial lamb the position of Overseer? It was just tradition? Actually, no, that's not tradition, that's dogma. These people were beyond reckless. But he didn't. He had the answers no more than any of us. And the records state that after the citizens discovered that the sacrificial chamber's password was his wife Betty's first name, and its door was unsealed so he could be offered as the first sacrifice, he walked down into that room crying like a child. Wow. How did Vault-Tec get this guy to become Overseer for this vault in the first place? They must have either told him right after they sealed the vault, or they coerced him somehow. Maybe they secured his wife in another vault. He might have traded his life for her safety. Wow, if that's true, then he basically did what Catherine Stone did. I can only wonder if there are no answers to be found, and we are just going along with this because we don't see another choice. That's not a bad conclusion, all things considered. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Even if you don't want to live, you can't make that decision for everyone else, especially if you have family down here. Nevertheless, I still hold on to hope that we can find one. I urge you all to take the journey I took, to remember that it wasn't so long ago that we were ruled by our civility and our dignity, and that those were the times when we didn't have to be quite so ashamed. Thank you. Fucking hell. Whoever came up with this experiment, I hope that for every person that walked into that chamber, Satan hammered another nail into your groin. Yep, you're right. Vault-Tec in general deserve to have many sharp objects inserted in many orifices. What were they trying to find out here? What kind of system the residents would come up with in desperation? How far they can go before they stop trying? Well, I guess someone eventually got it right, otherwise those people at the main entrance wouldn't have been able to leave. I mean, only one of them did in the end, but still, there was clearly a trick to this. Oh, good grief, more dead bodies. There was a hell of a battle here. I guess they died protecting the food supply? Dying for a cafeteria doesn't sound like a glorious cause. I sure hope the food was good, at least. But holy shit, one sacrifice per year? You might be able to reproduce fast enough to maintain the population, assuming children are not eligible for selection. Oh, but wait, if that random number generator didn't take age into account... why am I even thinking about this? It never got to that point. Everything went to hell long before that became a problem. I wonder if that was something Vault-Tec thought of as a plausible outcome. Oh god. Well, if there was a trap here, it's already been triggered. Actually, now that we're on the subject, how the hell was Vault-Tec supposed to collect the data from any of these vaults? Were they sending off signals to a master vault somewhere? Or were they supposed to send someone over after 30 years to see how they were doing? They clearly weren't in radio contact. No one here knew about the experiment other than the Overseer. I guess they do have a mainframe. Maybe that was responsible for communication? If that's the case, I hope there's a way to figure out where this master vault is. For all we know, their descendants are still living there. If so, I would love to pay them a visit. I would need to buy some rusty nails on the way, I guess. Okay, there's no avoiding it anymore. I'm gonna have to go for another swim, don't I? There's nowhere else to go. Every other path is blocked. I could open the sacrificial chambers. We know the password now. But I somehow doubt the air filtration system will be down there. They sacrifice overseers after all, not technicians. Oh my god. I'm sure glad my Pip-Boy is waterproof. This is another reason why I don't like carrying energy weapons. I somehow doubt they would survive a trip underwater. Not that it's gonna do my regular guns much good, but at least they won't electrocute me while I'm down there. I swear to god, if that final component isn't here, I don't know what I would do. Hey McNamara, ever gone snorkeling before? Just get a bigger one of those and stick a pipe outside the bunker. I'm sure that'll be sufficient. Where the hell did Rex go again? Whatever, I'm sure he's in rat heaven right now. Okay, you know the drill, Eddie. Wait here until I get back. If you hear me struggling down there, feel free to... Oh, look who's here. You done killing everything that moves in this vault? Good. Now stay. But yeah, Feel free to play an appropriately sad tune, because I doubt you'll be able to do anything about it. Oh, I really need to swap the filters. I can smell my own breath, and it's not good. I really have to hand it to that guy from the Boomers. He sure made a decent rebreather. Not sure what I would have done without it. I wonder how it's going between him and that lady from the Crimson Caravan. Last time I checked, he was reaching a critical mass in terms of cringe. But maybe that's what she likes. Honestly, the bigger problem is whether she can get used to life there. The Boomers aren't exactly a tolerant bunch. So while she's evaluating her Prince Charming, they're also evaluating her. Wait a minute, is that a reactor? I was gonna start panicking by the fact that the reactor room is already flooded, but wow, it's tiny compared to the one in Vault 34. It's still gonna be pretty deadly when it goes off, but maybe all it would do is destroy this vault. That's still pretty bad, but Vault 34 is definitely a higher priority. Hal's better get on this pretty damn quick though. I don't know how long it's been underwater, but it's just a matter of time before something bad happens. The only other possibility is that this reactor is already shut down, and all the lights in here are being powered by a backup generator. I sure hope that's the case, but it's better if some expert can verify that. I'm not sure how Bobby would go about fixing this, to be honest. I doubt his Securitrons will be able to go underwater. I mean, even if they're waterproof, I don't think they were designed for delicate work. They're war machines after all. A Mr. Handy would be a better choice. Does he have any of those? That might be a moot point, because I seriously doubt they can operate underwater. They have a jet-based hovering system, for goodness sake. Realistically, he's gonna need humans to do this job, but who does he have access to? It can't just be any random idiot off the street. Even if you walk them through the process, we still need trained professionals. Oh wait, this leads back to the upper level. Still no component, by the way. Now I'm really getting worried. There's more flooded sections elsewhere, so pray to your respective deities that we can find something in those areas. But in all seriousness, who are we gonna use for this kind of work? Oh, I found all kinds of shit down there, but not the shit we need. Are you surprised? You really shouldn't be. Let's try the other sections. But yeah, maybe we can use the followers of the apocalypse? At the very least, I'm gonna let Arcade and Julie Farkas know about these vaults, but I seriously doubt they have the necessary equipment. You know who would have the expertise and the technology? The Brotherhood of Steel. They already live in a bunker. The technology is clearly interchangeable with the vault. I bet they already have some knowledge on how the plumbing works, and it's not even that difficult to convince them it's a worthy endeavor. I can just tell them there are hidden technologies in the flooded sections and just leave them to it. It's yet another reason why House is being short-sighted here. Well, here we go again. Unless this leads to another portion of the vault, this is the last section we haven't explored. So if you hear muffled but very loud swearing, then you know what's happened. Oh, hang in there, rebreather. Get me through one more flooded section and you can retire. I need to be careful with the Brotherhood on this vault matter. If I tell them there's technology down here, their first question is gonna be why I didn't take them in the first place, and their second question is gonna be whether I can go back and retrieve it for them. That would defeat the whole purpose. So I need to choose my words carefully. The trick would be to convince them that the technology is too big for someone to remove, and that the only feasible alternative would be for the Brotherhood to occupy this vault. I doubt Bobby would be happy about that. It would lead to the Brotherhood expanding to another underground bunker, but it's probably the best we can hope for. At the end of the day, I'm open to alternatives, but if House thinks he could just send me back down here with a roll of duct tape, then he can fuck right off. I just went through every single vault in the Mojave over a couple of days. I think I'm done with vaults for a good long while. In any case, I've already demonstrated how bad I can be with technology, so unless he has a direct link to what I'm seeing in real time, I don't think that's gonna end well. This is the sort of shit I have to worry about now. I bet Benny wouldn't have bothered putting this much effort in. I really did do Bobby a favor getting rid of that guy. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? I mean, it looks like a random machine part like all the others, but still, I think... Does that say differential on the side? Oh, please, for the love of God, be the hero of the hour. I'm gonna get Eddie to verify it, but I think this is it. It's completely waterlogged, but I don't give a shit. I've done everything within reason and more to get these components. Lorenzo can fucking make do with what he gets. Did I just loop around? I think so. It's the electrical generator room again. Gotta make sure I don't touch anything. Ah, yes, the comical door trap. Hey guys, look what I found. Yeah, boy, we're gonna celebrate after this. Get yourself ready for treats. Look, just tell me if it's the right component and let me worry about everything else, okay? It is? Excellent. Right, so it turns out nobody bothered to change the password from Betty. I guess nobody wanted to go down the chamber anyway. Except for me, that is. It's time to see what's really down there. Look, those people managed to get out, which means this system is beatable. Otherwise, the Vault would have killed them. We, on the other hand, came prepared. I've got the pulse gun ready in case they have some kind of mechanical murder device. I've taken Rad-X in case they use radiation. And I've got the rebreather in case they use some kind of gas. And if they lock us in, we have all the explosives we looted from the armory to get out. Come on, Vault Tech, give me your fucking worst. Oh boy, that's a good start. Looks like somebody tried to resist their fate. What the hell? Where's that coming from?
Congratulations, Martyr. Your fantastic journey is only just beginning. Please proceed to the light.
Wow, gonna make this a whole thing, huh? I feel so privileged knowing that I'm sacrificing myself just to prolong the inevitable by another precious year. What happens if the Overseer refused to move forward? I guess the guards could just shoot them in the back, but would that count? Alright, Vault 11, I get it. We're off to the afterlife. Give me a fucking break. If that was your idea of making me feel comfortable, then I just want to say you're doing a terrible job. I suppose the guards could literally drag the Overseer down the tunnel and just throw them into the final chamber and lock the door. I can't imagine that would do much for their morale.
The light is calming and puts your mind at ease. Go to the light.
Does it though, Vault 11? Does it really? It's actually kind of disturbing. How the hell are they even doing that? And it's starting to hurt my eyes. I mean, oh my god! Now it's really hurting my eyes. Fuck, it's Helios 1 all over again. Was that part of your strategy? Disorientate them so they're less likely to resist? Oh wow, spotlights, really? I bet that was a disappointment. I feel like they're just dragging things out at this point. If I had to die for some reason, I would rather go quickly and unexpectedly. The anticipation would have been torture.
Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin.
Seriously? You have an entire show prepared? Am I supposed to applaud your efforts? You're still gonna kill me at the end. Oh dear, I think the janitor missed the spot. Actually, that's a point. Where are the dead bodies? Is somebody clearing them up each time? Are there robots responsible for that?
The show requires that you sit in the chair.
Oh, give me a break, will ya? You've waited a whole year for this. A few more minutes won't hurt you. Now, if there's blood, then I guess it won't be drowning or radiation. Could be a gas, perhaps. These walls are a bit strange, actually. Are they made of concrete?
It is absolutely essential that you sit in the chair.
And if I don't? What are you gonna do about that? Are you gonna start the killing early, or are you just a pre-recorded message that won't progress unless I do something specific? It's definitely not the same material. Is there something behind this?
You have no other choice. You must sit in the chair.
Actually, I do have a choice. I can walk back the way I came. There are no guards there to stop me. But luckily for you, those survivors didn't document what they did to stop you, so it's up to me to fulfill that ombudsman's final wish.
You have no other choice.
Okay,
You
it's
must
just going on a loop.
in the chair.
Fine. Ugh. Hey Rex, are you not gonna watch? I know what you're thinking. How the fuck did we get here? Well, to tell you the truth, I have no idea.
Greetings, Martyr, and welcome.
Oh, almost forgot.
If you're here now, it means you've been
Just in
offered
case they
up as
pull a fast one
sacrifice
on me.
so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently, you may be feeling sad or angry.
Well, definitely angry.
Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar.
Well, I
But
don't
march
smoke,
with your
so-
chin held high, soldier. And remember that each of us has an important role to play. For
Oh,
some
hang on a
people,
minute.
their
Just in
role
case
might
they
be to
poke a
heal the
needle through the
sick.
chair.
For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship.
Not
And
down
some
here
of
they
us
won't.
Are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people.
Huh, if you say so.
It might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a
of
moment
course.
to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker.
I haven't done any of that.
These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace.
No, it's
You've
called
led a great
adrenaline.
life. Living it has been its own reward.
It's okay, Rex. We've got
But
this.
it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it that easy.
What joys await you in the next life? The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I knew there was something behind those walls. Get ready, everybody. Holy shit, robots?
Taste the power of magnetism, motherfuckers! It works!
Success! Oh, you're not taking this away from me!
I have the... wait... the power!
The machine god is on my side now, do you hear me? Oh, Eddie, give me a second. I'll be right with you.
My robot is superior!
I declare this pointless experiment is hereby over! Okay, is that it, Voltec? Is that all you've got? Whew. You weren't expecting someone like me to sacrifice his life, did you? You should have used something I couldn't shoot at. Fuck me, what a mess. I guess the other overseers died pretty quick. Now there's bullet holes everywhere. Good thing this pulse gun works. That would have been a bad time to figure out it's a dud. Holy shit, look at all these skeletons. I guess the robots dragged them in here after they were done. It's such a weird and inefficient way to kill people. Some of these are military-grade hardware. It would definitely get the job done, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God, 7 bodies. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's been going on for years after all. It was a bit overkill for one person though. They had 4 robots and was that 8 machine gun turrets? I guess they wanted to have enough firepower in case the residents sent a whole squad down here armed to the teeth. To be honest, considering the munitions they had in the armory, I think they could have done it. But instead they used it all on each other. Fucking typical. Right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? 16 altogether. It's been going on for 16 years. I thought the ombudsman said it's been going on for decades. Well, it went on for 16 years too long. Now let's see what this mainframe has to say about all this. Please tell me there's information on where Voltec is hiding. I want to update them on the results of this experiment personally. Fuck. Well, either House, the Followers, or the Brotherhood would love to dig through this thing, so one way or another, I'm gonna get some answers. In the meantime, let's see what we do have access to right now. Override lockdown. Yes, please. I would rather not blow the door open, thank you. System recording Vault 11 solution? What solution? I assume that means there was a way around this trap. I mean, clearly those survivors didn't brute force their way through this like we just did. And an automated response? Well, this better be good. We just wiped out a robotic death squad. I expect a prize that's more than just my life.
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left.
Just 5?
5 out of I don't know how many.
Holy shit.
So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do. But we're done listening to you.
Whoa, wait a minute. So their solution was to simply refuse to send a sacrifice? Don't tell me that actually worked.
Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own. You can walk with your head held high, knowing that your commitment to human life is a shining example to us all. And to make that feeling of pride even sweeter, I have some exciting news.
Oh my god.
Despite what you were led to believe, the population of Vault 11 is not going to be exterminated for its disobedience. Instead, the mechanism to open the main vault door has now been enabled, and you can come and go at your leisure. But not so fast. Be sure to check with your overseer to find out if it's safe to leave.
What overseer?
Here at Vault-Tec, your safety is our #1 priority.
Wow. Just wow. That is the biggest fuck you I've ever heard. Congratulations, suckers. You were pranked the entire time. Hopefully you didn't kill too many people before you figured it out, but if you had, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Well, fuck you too, Vault-Tec. Fuck you too. No, I'm not happy with that solution, weirdly enough. On the bright side, I did find some very sharp-looking screws from those robots. Now I just need to find the Master Vault, and this would be perfect.